Hi everyone. I would like you to imagine the following scene. You lost your keys in your house. Then the power failure happened and the lights go out. You cannot see a thing. You look around for a moment and then you realize that you are never going to find your keys in the dark. And then you look outside and notice that the street lights are on. Then a light goes off in your mind and thinking, I'm not going to sit in the dark and look around for my keys when there is light on outside. I'm going to go out there under the street light, and then you went there looking for your keys. Your neighbor comes along and helps you to look for your keys. Two of you are now down there under the street light. After a while, your neighbor asks you, "Excuse me, where did you drop your keys?" "Well, I dropped them in the house." Your neighbor asks you again, "Do you mean to tell me that you dropped your keys in your house and look for them out here under this street light? It doesn't make any sense." Then you respond telling, "It doesn't make any sense to look around in the dark and look for your keys when there is light out here under the street light." You may think how silly that is, but isn't that exactly what we do? We look for peace and joy in this world and in its pleasures. I believe most of us have recognized how empty such a lifestyle is. True peace is found in Jesus. The most definitive discourse on peace in the Bible comes from Jesus on the night before he died in agony. He knew what he was facing, yet he still took time to comfort his disciples with the message of his peace. In the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 27, Jesus says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled." This means that Jesus is the source of true peace. He is the giver of peace. Only in Jesus we can find the true peace, something that the world does not have. The biblical concept of peace does not focus on the absence of trouble. You may be in the midst of great trials and still you can have the biblical peace. The other day, one of my parishioners was sharing with me the peace that she has been experiencing after coming closer to Jesus. She says to me, "I enjoy the peace of Christ even in the midst of my sufferings." Now I know what is the peace of Christ and the peace that the world cannot give us. Saint Augustine says, "Remember this, when people choose to withdraw far from a fire, the fire continues to give warmth, but they grow cold. When people choose to withdraw far from light, the light continues to be bright in itself, but they are in darkness. This is also the case when we withdraw from God. If you are troubled, anxious, or worried, and you needed peace in your heart, you have to turn to Christ. The true peace is found in Jesus, and that is the only way. The peace Jesus is speaking of enables the believers to keep calm even in the midst of great, fearful circumstances of life. It helps us to rejoice in our trials, troubles, pains, and even in the midst of our sufferings. May God bless us all and have a blessed day.